picking up the leg spinner quite nicely. I'd like to see Lamachani go round the wicket.
Yeah, bowling, changing his angle can do different things for the left-hander. He's still persisting to go over the wicket, not changing his angle, Sandeep Lamachani.
See, the problem for me is if you come over the wicket, you are simply taking LBW out of the equation with everything bar your leg break. So I haven't got it across telepathically to him, but he now will come around the wicket. I think this brings in more modes of dismissal to the left-hander. But Fleming just goes again. It's almost an action replay, not quite as big this time. Back-to-back maximums. Superb stuff from Japan. Outstanding from the skipper. And after their biggest win in their history, they're starting to take the game to Nepal.
This is brilliant batting by Fleming. Back-to-back success against a top quality bowler like Sandeep Lamachani. This time around, it was a bit fatter, but still fuller. That is why he picked it up straight down the ground.
Again, I think it's the wrong, and you can bowl a sharp turning leg break, which he has. Goes to the googly yet again, guided away. Exceptional batting. 3 consecutive boundaries. 6, and now 4. He's bowled every delivery as far as I've read them as googlies to Fleming, and Fleming's picked every one of them.
This is a very good shot. He waited for the ball to come to him and played it in the gap. The placement was so good that it rolled into the boundary line.
And game on all of a sudden. For much of the first 3 or 4 overs, those early initial nervy skirmishes between the two sides, you sense that Nepal's consistency and quality was going to outclass the Japanese before the match had started. Kendall Fleming is showing that it's going to be anything but that. He's moved into the 40s already. Over the wicket now. Goes to the googly again, and it's hit maybe just shy of Lamachani, who throws in, probably a bit frustrated. Don't think this carried.
No, I don't think so. It carried. Actually, Sandeep Lamachani, I think he's trying too much to go for the wicket. Just bowl your ball, bowl normal bowling, mix your leg spin, mix your googlies.
Does go with the leg break, I think, that time finally, and it will just be a single down the ground. But great batting. It's a really good over. 17 runs have come from it all together at the end of the ninth. 65 for 1.
ज्ञान सोल्टी चामल खरिद गर्नुहोस् रु 2000 सम्मको क्याशब्याक पाउनुहोस् ज्ञान पाए ज्ञान नै रोज्ने नेपालमा सर्वाधिक रुचाइएको चाउचाउ कञ्चनको पिरो बब्बाल पिरो छ
भाग्यले जहिले साथ देला या नदेला तर ई सेवा लाइफ केयरले दिनेछ
Can't wait, won't wait. Liking to by Japan, particularly Kendall Fleming, who has, well, turned his innings into a very good one. He was striking in the 60s and 70s. He's now striking up at about 140. Outstanding stuff from the captain, leading from the front as Ari comes in for his third. Just looks in a really good place at the moment with his bowling, Dipender Singh Ari.
Yes, he is. He's very accurate. Again, nicely played down the ground. They are watching the ball. They are not just like trying to hit the ball. They are just watching the ball, playing with the merit of the ball. It's extremely good batting by Japan.
And Nepal's 12th player, the famous 12th man of the nation, is starting to try and rouse their charges. They need it. They're yet to take a wicket with their bowlers. The only wicket to fall the run out was Irie. Somehow misfields one off his own bowling. Don't see that too often. Will allow the single. But that's a huge achievement in this first half of this first innings. Having lost the toss, been asked to bat first, the only wicket we've seen was a run out to that man, Dipender Singh Irie.
The opening spell, it was a mixed bag by Nandan Yadav, bowling either side of stumps to the right-hander and the left-hander.
Should be at least a single. They'll push hard for the 2 and they'll get it. Again, a slight fumble from Kushal Bertel. It is hot out there. I know your real field temperature on your phone was saying, 37, 38, 39 degrees at points of yesterday. It feels like it's equally the same. What's the humidity at? 60% again, 67%. Real feel, 38 degrees. Good diving stop from Powell, creates a run-out chance. Won't be given out. 38 degrees right now. Unbelievable, Paresh. Your technology you've got for me. Very good. As was the fielding there from Rowan. Just one ball left before drinks here. Diving stop just out of screen, and the mix-up nearly created the chance, and just as well Raman dived. If he didn't, he could have been in trouble, but he's done himself a nuisance, needs a new pair of gloves with that dive. A few concerns here for Nepal. Japan looking good for 150, 160 plus.
Yes, definitely. In the 10th over, they are 69 for 1. Still one ball remaining after 10th over.
10 ओभरमा विकेट जान्छ है
Apart from the
लास्ट एक
start,
बलमा
in
विकेट
the
जान्छ
power
है
play,
विकेट
they
जान्छ
have really done well. They have watched the ball clearly. The plan is very nice. They're playing it late. They are not going
विकेट
for the
विकेट
shots.
विकेट
And we'll get the single despite the speed of Irie, who'll field off his own bowling. It's a fantastic first half from Japan. So impressive last night. Biggest win in their cricketing history yesterday. And they are eyeing another big upset by taking the scalp of Nepal to add to Kuwait. Japan in a very good position at the halfway stage of this first innings. And Stuart Law is striding out with some purpose to his charges to talk to them during the drinks break. We'll have a break here too in the commentary box. Don't go anywhere too far. Japan, 70 for 1.
Energy, Red Bull.
$50,000 हेरिराख्नु भएको छ यार हेर्नु न जम्मा मैले लाइभ देखाएदेखि जम्मा कति भनेपछि सब्सक्राइब पनि गरेको छैन यार गाइस त्यो त भएन नि
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagh Bazaar, Kathmandu.
ल सबैले सब्सक्राइब हामीले यतिखेर अब हामीहरू एकअर्कामा कुराकानी गर्ने हो नि त अब त त्यही भएर सुन सबैजनाले
भाग्यले जहिले साथ देला या नदेला तर ई सेवा लाइफ केयरले
सब्सक्राइब हान्नेमा पैसा लाग्दैन नि त गाइस यार
Red Bull presents T20 World Cup qualifiers. Nepal को विश्व कप यात्रा.
ओरिजिनल च्यानलबाट हेर्छु भने चाहिँ कान्तिपुर म्याक्सबाट हेर्दा फरक पर्दैन विदेशमा हुने साथीहरूले चाहिँ अब कान्तिपुर म्याक्सबाट हेर्दा मिल्दैन भनेर भन्नुभयो त्यही भएर मेरो च्यानलबाट हेर्दा पनि फरक पर्दैन तर साथीहरूलाई त्यही हो सबैजनाले सर होइन नेपालीले माया गर्ने हो नि त त्यही भएर सबैले यसो सब्सक्राइब चाहिँ हान्दिनु न त भनेर रिक्वेस्ट गर्ने हो अरे
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
ब्रेक 10 मिनेट जति हुन्छ होला धन्यवाद धन्यवाद है सब्सक्राइब गरेको साथीहरूलाई एकदम धन्यवाद छ सबैलाई नेपाली जित्नुपर्छ भने 10 ओभरमा कति गिराएको त्यही हो कति हुन्छ होला 70 को टार्गेट हुन्छ त्यति नै होला
Hotel booking about
विकेट गएको छैन त्यही हो गाह्रो छ
2,000 plus hotels all across
10 ओभरमा एक विकेट गएको छ यार
hotels with the best rooms. Relax, retreat, reservate.
त्यही हो 4-5 मिनेटको ब्रेक हुन्छ त्यसपछि कपिराइट आउँछ ब्रो कपिराइट स्ट्राइकै आउँछ त्यही पनि ठिक छ एउटा स्ट्राइक आउँछ च्यानलमा त्यसै असर गर्दैन भनेर देखाएको हो सबैजनाले देखाउन विदेशमा हुने साथीहरू पनि यसो लाइभ देखाउनु पर्यो भन्ने कुरा आयो त्यही भएर देखायो मैले खासमा
Red Bull presents T20 World Cup qualifiers.
विदेशमा हुने साथीहरूको चाहिँ
Powered by
क्यान्डिडेट हेर्दा पनि यसो देखाउनु ओरिजिनल भन्नुभयो ठिक छ त्यो 160 हुन्छ होला मेरो टार्गेट है 140 भन्नुहुन्छ कसैले 150 भन्नुहुन्छ
सनफ्लावर ओइल मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद
त्यही हो कसैले यसो गेम हेर्दाखेरि यसो सब्सक्राइब चाहिँ हामीले लाइक पनि गरेको छ त्यही भएर यसो सब्सक्राइब हामीले लाइक गरिदिउँ है ल स्टार्ट भयो अरे म केही पनि बोलेन तपाईहरु मजाले हेर्नुहोस् है
a huge amount. Did watch him bowl after the win 2 days ago to Gyanendra Ramala, the assistant coach, with a very watchful Stuart Law and Nick Pothas for about, I reckon he probably bowled for about 6 or 7 overs. And there was a lot of encouragement from both Law and Pothas and Gyanendra Ramala, of course, but he hasn't bowled in any of the games since all the way back in the top NT20. he's got a bit of pace and a bit of extra bounce because of his height. And you have to remember, the reason he's here in this team is he burst onto the scene as was it a 14 or 15-year-old who started to show the rarest of things in cricket in Nepal, which was pace and bounce, came up to Kathmandu without even a pair of bowling boots, and now is, well, one of the foremost players in the team, probably in the team as a batter who bowls occasionally, but he absolutely has the potential to be an out-and-out all-rounder. Pumped into the leg side. The form of Rahman, not just last night, but also making 50 in the warm-up game that came off just 31 balls against Samoa in a 5-wicket win. That is key because he hasn't got going yet. Fleming is the one driving the total. 160 plus on the cards here, Paresh.
It is. Definitely it is. If Nepal doesn't take 1 or 2 wickets quickly, they have to get rid of Fleming, who's batting very beautifully. 48 of 39.
Immediately just a bit of extra pace as Japan on the ropes are going to take on the second, and it's going to be 50. Well, a brilliant innings. He's going to have a bit of pain because the throw hits him as it comes in, but it's come off 40 deliveries, and you cannot help but argue he's deserved every bit of that. He was run out last night for 28th, but it's an 11th T20 International 50 to go alongside the 200s that he has. He's Japan's leading T20I run scorer, and he is very much putting Nepal to the sword and leaving the men from the Himalayas in trouble.
He must be very proud of himself, scoring a 50 against a top-ranked side, Nepal, who's played 2 T20 World Cups. Pulled away again behind square. There is a fielder. They're looking for 2, but none on the other picks it up and throws the ball to the keeper. Now I can see Nepali fielders and the support staff a bit worried because of this partnership.
Absolutely. Diaspora all around the world and back there in Nepal. And this one's pulled away behind square. Gonna
balls have been pulled by either Rahman or Fleming. So he has to change his length. He has to go a bit further, try to get the batsman to come onto the front foot.
finally a dot ball in the over, but 9 runs come from it as he does get a bit fuller. Good partnership this, Paresh, I have to say. They've played ever so nicely. Poor old Abhishek Anand looked like a fish out of water out there for the majority of that first 3 or 4 overs, but since he was dismissed with the score on 11, these two have put on 68 off 46. They've done it easily. If you're looking for an advertisement and an acknowledgement as to just how far this beautiful game of ours is spreading, just how good granting T20 international status has been for every member of the ICC, you need to look no further than today. They've already pulled off the biggest win in their history. As the captain, Kendall Fleming, said at the toss, they're into bonus territory.
ज्ञान एक्स्ट्रा लङ ग्रेन बासमती राइसको 20 केजीको प्याकेटको खरिदमा पाउनुहोस् क्यासब्याक तुरुन्तै आफ्नो हेल्दी वालेटमा।
नेपालमा